I heard you got to focus on one thing and get really good at it. What's that one thing you should focus on? For years, I thought, well, shoot, I'm not lazy. I love to work. My work ethic is generational. I always had that example of working really hard, not being lazy, doing more than what's expected. Plus, that just comes through, the example I got growing up. Plus, you add what I brought to the table, which was friendship, kindness, fun, have a good time while you're doing it, working hard. But I found out that what happens is that sometimes we choose, or I see a lot of people, including myself, choose that one thing to do because it's what society would accept as the right thing to choose to be good at. Whatever it is, you can choose whatever your job, even relationships or friendship seems to be priority, work, school, your car, your house, planning that wedding, whatever seems to be the most important thing is where you pour all yourself into. And once that thing goes away or it's over or it's done, because it eventually, that thing's going to come to an end. The job's, if you're doing the job because it's an external satisfaction, it's an external thing to get good at, eventually it's not sustainable for a long time. Eventually it's just gonna lose its luster because you're doing it for a point. You're doing it because it gives you gratification, and that's external. That's not internal growth. So eventually it's going to lose its luster. Then what? That's what happened to me. I was working hard from my 60s. Well, I would work hard even before I had a quote unquote job. I would work hard at, tasks at home and whatever I was good at working hard. I liked physical work. Anything that I wasn't interested in, work hard at memorizing these things. I have no interest in those things. It's just as boring. But work hard at, cleaning up the yard. I'd be like, let's go, let's do it. It's gonna look tight. It's gonna look good. This guy was running across the street, tripped me out a little bit. So you got to be careful on what you choose. I found out that the perfect thing to choose, I always thought it was man, it's probably different for everyone. When you get down to fundamentals, oh my gosh, why didn't just anybody teach me this earlier? The thing about it is, once you get ahead, you can teach it with proof. Not just hey, do this, it's good for you. Really? Show me why or how or what's gonna happen. And I try so hard to just just focus on the positive. Just focus on the good outcomes. Don't show examples of the good outcomes. Don't show examples of the negative outcomes. Because if you do this not so good thing would happen. I'm trying my best to avoid those stories. Just because I don't want to bring any attention to negativity. I rather focus all of my attention. And it's good conditioning for me too, to just focus on the positive. Because I could say, I listened to this, and I listened to this person, I listened to this group of people, and I listened to these society standards, and this happened. It's I don't want to do that. What's the point? It's just, it could even come off as talking smack for the people that are down with that. I don't want to do that. I'd rather raise up what's been working, so anybody who's down with it be hell yeah, it worked for me too. Or the people that are looking for an answer could be really, that worked? Yeah, look, here's the receipts. Here's what worked. I think a standard to work on, something that just could be just grab onto this, bro, and it'll work, guaranteed. Instead of working on that one thing, they say, focus on that one thing and get really good at it. That one thing should be you. Work real hard at being the best you. Now that could be confusing. I know it was for me the first times I heard it. It's like, what do you mean? I'm already me. I'm here. I took a shower, I brushed my teeth, I had breakfast. Like, ta-da, here I am. But like, no, but there's 3 basic, rules of discipline, of foundation, of just stuff you should do every day. Just like I would think, like, what? I took a shower, brushed my teeth, I had breakfast. Like, yeah. But no one ever taught you about, like, exercise and diet and wake up time? Like, no. Matter of fact, exercise was like a good part of my life. I almost used as punishment. If I wasn't doing it good enough, or the group of us wasn't doing it good enough, it's run of the fence and back as a punishment. Like, now looking back, it's like, way to go, way to program that into our young minds. That was wonderful. See, there it goes. Like, still, stay on the positive. Stay on the positive. Life happens for me, not to me. There was something to learn here. Look, if you grab onto those 3 basic fundamentals at any age, I'm 48. I can't tell you what it is to do this at 49 because I'm not there yet. But had I started this way sooner, everything just would have lined up. Everything would have lined up just as it did. It lines up. You work on those 3 things, everything else starts getting better. It just lines up. It fixes everything. It's a fundamental. As I was leaving today, I was watching my wife water the lawn. Our landscaper came yesterday and dialed it all in, made it look real pretty. And she was watering it. It's a fundamental. Like, just watering it makes, like, she didn't do nothing special to it. She waters it every day. And it makes everything look nice. Like, oh, she does special water to the shrubs, special water to the olive tree, special water to the shade tree, special water to the shrubs, just special water to the, like, no. It's just water all the way around. Fundamental, basic, every day. Just so happens to be early in the morning. So, and same with exercise, diet, and wake up time. Our body's meant to do that. We are meant to do that. Those are fundamentals that we ignore, such as like, we could ignore watering it and hopefully wait that it rains or condensation is good enough. But if you take care of it, it takes care of you. Basic fundamentals. What should you focus on and get really good at? At being you. Not you, your personality, not you externally, not you, your clothes you wear. Although all those things, the clothes, the cologne, the car, the way you carry yourself, the way your drawers look, the way your car looks, the relationships, the friendships, what you do for work, as a neighbor, as a driver, as a shopper, as a consumer, all that, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, as a husband, as a kid, as a son, as a father, as an uncle. Everything gets better when you get better. At what? At being you. Like, here again, I'll say it again. The best way, I don't even know if it's the fundamental way to start getting better at being you, and it's just something that you do forever. Will you ever stop watering your lawn? Like, well, no, it's a fundamental. You got to do it forever. Exercise every day, twice a day. Track your food, eat what you're supposed to eat for your body type. Track your food using a macro calculator. They're free. And wake up early every day. It's my day off. It doesn't matter. Wake up early every day and be grateful, be thankful. Mind, body, soul, exercise, diet, wake up time. Wake up early. It gives you more time to be thankful. Your days automatically get longer. You get gifted more hours to do great things. You're sacrificing sleep. Diet, you're sacrificing food. And also, you don't overfill this body. It doesn't need all that overconsumption that it tastes so good. No. Just give it what it needs. The appropriate amount of what it needs. Don't undercut it. Give it what it needs. The appropriate amounts of protein, fats, and carbs. It'll work. It'll function perfectly. The design of this machine is perfect. We just got to feed it perfect. That's our responsibility and duty. You do it, you're sacrificing the deliciousness of other stuff. It functions better. It functions peak physical performance. It works at its best, optimal performance. Exercise. It's meant to move. That's why you got muscles and structure. And it's meant to move. Give it the exercise it needs. Exercise it every day. It's not good for you. It's meant for you to do. You have to do it every day. A dedicated segment of the day to give it what it needs in Thanksgiving for existing. Like, here, let me give you what you need, body, because I really appreciate you sustaining life, and I'm gonna do my best to keep this life alive and functioning, and give it the vessel it needs to exist for as long as possible. That's the gratitude I have for the existence. Okay, so all those three things, you're working at being the best at being you. So that means everything else just follows along. You're, as the captain, the head, the leader, the boss, the shot caller, is doing the best that it can to be the best you. Everything behind it will just follow and be also its best possible. What should you focus on? Focus on one thing and get really good at it. What should that one thing be? Focus on being the best you.